Blog Talk Radio.
I came to win, to fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly.
Hello, people. You're listening to the Angry Man Chronicles. I'm your host, the Angry Man himself, Fred Ogletree. Today is April 11th, Monday, April 11th, 2011. And today I have a guest on my show, a gentleman by the name of Paul Bronson, who has decided to put his name in the hat for mayor. He's running for mayor of the city of Macon, which is located in the heart of Middle Georgia. I'm going to bring him on, Mr. Bronson.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today? Is it all right if I call you Paul or Mr. Bronson? Which one do you prefer?
You can call me Paul.
Okay. As always on this show, Paul, we like to get right into things. Now, I'm not originally from Macon. I'm originally a native of Atlanta, and I've lived there since '96. And I've always felt that Macon was a little city with big city problems. It has been both at an economical and social stalemate as a result of the same leadership, what I commonly refer to as name dynasties. Now, back in 2009, Macon was named, Forbes magazine named Macon as the 7th poorest city in the United States. Now, Paul, just tell our listeners a little bit about your platform and some of the issues that are going to be, that you consider high priority and issues that you want to address right off the bat.
Well, right off the bat, kind of how you Fred?
Go ahead.
Right off the bat, first of all, as far as I can tell or see from hearing the concerns of the people here in the city of Macon, in Middle Georgia, of course, employment, or should I say, economic development will be top list. And then, of course, it goes on down to education and public safety. But I can tell you right now, the first thing that I would like to see done, and I will fight to make sure it's done, is to bridge that gap, that wide gap that's in between the school system, the churches, and the city. That's where we're losing a large portion of our kids. And I feel that if we come together and work hard to bridge that gap, even in between the black and white community, Republicans and Democrats, I believe that we can come up with a plan that will ensure our kids' success.
Okay. Now, Paul, I gotta play devil's advocate a little bit because we all know that politics can get a little ugly sometimes. And from reading your bio, you're a young man. I think you're 25 years old, right?
Yes.
Are you 23, 25 years old? Okay.
25.
And it appears that you're one of the youngest candidates in this mayoral race. Now, what do you say to some of the skeptics out there that they're going to be saying certain things like, he's too young, he's inexperienced? How are you going to address these people with this type of negativity?
Well, I mean, as far as the experience side of the house goes, I mean, what is their definition of experience?
Right.
We can go as far to say putting on the suit and shaking hands is experience. We can go as far as to say making bad deals that cost the taxpayers money, hard-earned money to go down the drain. That can be called experience. But over the past couple of years, as far as I'm concerned, we've tried experience, and experience has led us down the wrong path. Not to say that it's a bad thing not to be experienced or not be experienced, but I just feel as if it takes a certain person to be hands-on, to understand clearly what the everyday tax person or everyday person that wakes up and works a 9 to 5, or understands a parent that gets up and they work a double shift job to keep food on the table while trying to educate their kids. It takes that, and as far as I'm concerned, I feel as if I'm qualified to do the job, and I have enough experience being a lieutenant in the 40th Brigade for 8 years and a firefighter for 5 years, serving the community, being a substitute teacher for 3 years and still doing that now. Have an opportunity to work with these kids hands-on. That's to me, that's more than enough experience to understand what the everyday person is going through. And I feel that we need to have that connection you start talking about experience, and a lot of times when you talk about certain leadership, when it comes down to experience leadership, you find a certain disconnect from the people.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure I can agree on that. You find a certain disconnect from the people. And I'm here to say that I have that connection, and I plan on keeping that connection. And by my age, being the age of 25, the way I've been tackling that issue is that even at the age of 25, I'm able to teach and reach and yet still be taught. So
right.
I feel as if I'm able to bridge that gap between the elderly crowd, or the more mature crowd, and the younger crowd. Because that's the generation that we're dealing with now.
Right. Now, I noticed you were saying that you do a lot of work in the community. Have you gotten a lot of positive feedback from some of the leaders in the city of Macon, as far as some of the ministers, maybe some of the people on city council, some of the public service officials, like law enforcement officials, or your fellow firemen? Have you got a lot of positive feedback from these people?
I've gotten a lot of good feedback, a lot of positive feedback. I dare to say a name. I will have to refrain from saying names.
Right,
but I have gotten numerous phone calls and emails in reference to that they want to see a change in Macon and they don't want to go backwards. I think that the saying is to do the same thing, or to do pretty much doing the same thing and expecting different results is insanity. And I feel like the people of Middle Georgia are smart people. We're not insane.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure, I rest assured that the people of Middle Georgia will prove that they're not silly, that they're not crazy, they're not dumb. July 19th, by putting on the right vote. So that's me personally. I want to see this city move forward, and everyone that I've come in contact with feels the same.
Okay. So, Paul, let me ask you this: what do you feel that you can do differently from, let's say, the present administration and maybe previous administration? What will your administration do differently?
Well, as I said before, my administration, we are geared toward the family. We are geared toward the people, because that's what it's all about. It's all about the people. And being a servant of the people, I want to get out there and get hands-on. I want to get out there and get in the dirt and roll around in the mud and see exactly what's going on and how we can go about fixing it as a team. No more of this diversity of black, white. No more of this diversity of old, young, Republican, Democrat, rich, poor. We have to come together and bridge it. We have to come together and work together. And that's what I want to do. I plan to do as much for the community. And when I say community, I mean community as a whole. Past administrations have geared toward serving a certain community or a certain race. And I can tell you right now, I'm not here to save a race. I'm here to save a generation.
Yes, sir.
I'm here to save a generation.
Great answer. Yes, sir. I have to commend you, Paul, because, the old saying always says you're either part of the solution or you're part of the problem. And you've seen the problem that is the problems that are going on in this great city, and you actually have stepped up to the plate to try to put, like I said, you're putting your name in the hat for mayor. You want to put your leadership ability to the test, and I commend you for that. So what do you want to say to the people listening? What do you want to say to the people of the city of Macon? Just whatever you want to say. You want to give them information on how they can, help or be a part of this change that you're talking about. Anything that you want to say to the people of the city of Macon?
To the citizens of Macon, Georgia, I'm not here to get a vote. I'm here to earn your trust. I'm here to earn your partnership. And I believe that this partnership can take this city far beyond what it has been done in the past years. I don't want to see us go back down the same road. And if you want to see the city moving forward, please join me July 19th. This year, this is the mayoral race of the city of Macon, and we need your vote. We need your help. We need your input. You can go on my website, www.maconanewcity.com, MACON, anewcity.com, or you can follow us on Changing Tomorrow Today on the Facebook page, or either Twitter with Change, the number 2, Morrow. We are here to serve you all, the people, and that's what we plan to do. We will bring you all new leadership with a new vision for a new city.
Okay. Well, Mr. Paul, I really appreciate you coming on. I know you have a busy schedule. I appreciate you coming on and telling the people, the citizens of Macon, your intentions of running for mayor. People, get behind this young man who is dedicated to trying to make a difference in the city. And, Paul, we really appreciate you coming on. We hope to have you on again before the elections. The elections are going to be when? When are the elections going to be again?
July 19th. July 19th.
Do you have? Okay, Paul. Do you have any events coming up before that people need to possibly try to make or be a part of, that you'll be attending or that you'll be hosting, that they need to be there for?
Well, we have a mentor volunteer participating event that we're trying to lock in for the 23rd at the Boat Milton Gym. A day where parents can bring their kids on and register from different programs, i.e., Boys and Girls Club, Big Brothers Big Sisters, even Red Cross. We need volunteers on that side of the house. Anyone that would like to be a mentor or a volunteer or a tutor, we need those. We need you all. To our young people, please step up and stand out in this deal. We also have a Skate Against Violence that will be on the 28th at Olympia Skating Rink. We Changing Tomorrow Today has tag team with the DARE program to do a Skate Against Violence from 6 to 10. So please come out with your families. And that is it right now. We will update the website today with more events to come. And I also ask that if you have an event that's coming up and you would like to have me there, I would love to come and shake hands and get opportunity to speak with you all face-to-face. As a matter of fact, I even go as far as to say my personal cell number is 478-955-7318 because I want to hear what you have to say. So by all means,
okay, Paul, give me your number one more time. Give me your number one more time, Paul.
478.
Repeat your number.
955-7318.
Okay. Now, people, you have heard it. This is Paul Bronson, a mayoral candidate for the city of Macon. Paul, it was a pleasure having you on the show today, and we would like to have you back again, okay?
All righty.
All right. You take care now, Paul.
You too. Thank you.
People, you've heard it. We have the gentleman, Paul Bronson, running for the mayor of the city of Macon. He's a young man. It sounds like he's an ambitious young man with a lot of ideas. And when it comes to leadership in this city, we need innovative, fresh, new, innovative ideas, people. So keep in mind, you can follow the gentleman on Mr. Bronson on Facebook, also on Twitter, as he gave you that information. Just govern yourselves accordingly. Now, people, it's been a little different this time. Normally, I don't have a lot of guests on. People call in and we talk about various issues. But today we wanted to do things a little different. We wanted to have someone on that wants to make a difference in the city, and I think the gentleman has a very good platform, and he possibly has a chance to become mayor's next mayor and Macon's youngest mayor ever. Well, people, it's been a good show. We're not going to hold you long today. Remember, always treat people like you want to be treated. And most important of all, always be true to yourself. You've been listening to the Angry Man Chronicles, and I've been your host for today, the Angry Man himself, Fred Ogletree.
So let us begin anew, remembering on both sides that civility is not a sign of weakness, and sincerity is always subject to proof. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate.
We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the great vaults of opportunity of this nation.
Count